Welcome back to testing in Grand Theft Auto. I had hoped that I'd be making this video in a better light, but I'm just going to make it as a memorial. This is the DeClasse Drift Tampa, and it came out in 2016 as part of the Cunning Stunts update. It retails for $995,000. Although I normally don't reference real-life cars, I'm making an exception here, as the Drift Tampa is a clear dedication to the Hoonigan builds of Ken Block. In fact, there are many cars and titles that resonate with Grand Theft Auto Online that owe their existence to what Ken did. Unfortunately, Ken passed away at the beginning of this year, and these small tidbits are, I think, part of his legacy and really all we have left. I hope we see the other cars he builds show up as well, but until then, we have what we have. The Drift Tampa was, I believe, Rockstar's first approach to a dedicated drift vehicle, but it somewhat missed the mark. With the new dynamics, it's since corrected that and has become more comfortable in the role, but unfortunately it hasn't been added to the options like the tuner class. So although it looks great, its usefulness has stagnated, which is unfortunate. So let's get to testing and see where it stacks up. First, we head over to Grapeseed Circuit, which is where we test the acceleration, the handling, the braking of the Drift Tampa, and I was pleasantly surprised. The Tampa wasn't as loose as I expected. It handled the corners well. You'll have to get used to knowing when to apply the gas, going into turns, and once you've course corrected, and it can keep you on your toes if you're not paying attention. It did correct easily once it lost traction, but I think that's because it lost a great deal of speed as well. The brakes are moderately good, but since the car never quite has the top end of other cars, it's balanced well for the application. Overall, it's an easy car to drive with some quirks added in for flavor. It will feel like a super light car with very heavy tires, which is perfectly made with the car it's based on. Truth is, its acceleration should be insane, but it just seems it has a typical performance car feel in that department. All this came out to a 134.512, which is a massive 12 seconds off the Itali's numbers. So don't expect to win on any kind of circuit course. Route 68 is all about one thing: top speed. At first you may be shocked that this didn't do very well in the top speed department, but honestly it's not that shocking once you think about it. This car was made for quick, short bursts of power, for breaking loose, and it wouldn't have been designed to let it all hang out for a top speed run. It gets up to its top speed fairly quickly, but any jitter or change in direction and you'll feel that power bleed off as its lackluster acceleration attempts to undo the damage. This left it with a 201.189, which is 33 seconds off the pace of the prior, while the S95 would have another 10 seconds stacked on top of that. Still not shocking. Going down is where we test the off-road prowess of the Drift Tampa, and this made for an interesting test. It was fairly sure-footed on the dirt, and you can tell by its improvements in time over Grapeseed that it was built a little more for this space, but it never would have held up against even the Coquette or the 9F on this surface, even in its heyday, and I think that's a real disappointment for a vehicle that tamed Pikes Peak. That being said, as a sports class car, it probably never saw dirt much when it was in circulation, and now that the SE Sport is in circulation, it gives up 14 seconds per lap to it. So not much of a chance that you're going to see the Drift Tampa on any dirt tracks anytime soon. Truth is, the Drift Tampa will not win you races, but it is a fun car with a crazy dynamic that makes it fun to drive. It's too bad the architecture of the game doesn't really support a 1,000 horsepower city-crushing drift monster, but we'll just have to make do with what we have. In my humble opinion, it's a car that should be in every garage, just because of its unique features and more so because of the legacy that goes with it. It's not going to win you a car show, but it fits right in with any drift display. And alas, I haven't seen this car make an appearance in some time in the ever-changing and dynamic online universe, and I can't blame anyone for not picking it. Rockstar has left it far behind in terms of performance, and it didn't really have that great a performance when it came out. But that shouldn't stop you from using it as a dedicated race event vehicle, and it would be great to separate the pro drivers from the rookies. The Drift Tampa, in reality, serves as a reminder that nothing is eternal, but it can always be remembered, and for that reason it has a special place in our heart. It also makes the statement that the bigger the noise you make, the more it will resonate through time. So go out there and make it loud. Thank you guys for checking out the video today. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you liked everything you saw here. Hit the bell icon. Hit some thumbs up for this. It's really tragic to have to make a video with this, with Ken Block's passing, but here we are, and we've made it. And I hope we take that memory with us into the future. And I hope to see more of the stuff. I'd like to see the Hoonicorn, if you will, come into the GTA universe, new Porsche that they made, and maybe even some of their electric applications would be really cool in the GTA Online universe. But until then, we're going to keep looking for cars to test for you, showing you really cool stuff, and bringing the online universe to you so you can see what is the fastest car out there. Thank you guys for checking it out. We'll talk to you soon, and have a great day. Bye.